Don't wait. 1-800-384-4306. Call now.
Breaking right now at 3, hundreds of dogs and cats are being taken from an animal rescue near Lake Hughes. What might happen to those animals and what the owner has to say about it? And more breaking news, evacuation orders are in effect for Oahu's North Shore after days of heavy rain. There's new concerns about disastrous flooding. And as the fallout continues from the explosive Cesar Chavez allegations, we talked to farm workers about his now complicated legacy.
The NBC4 News at 3 starts with breaking news.
Breaking right now at 3, a massive animal rescue operation in LA County. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. We first broke this story to you on the NBC4 News at 11. Officials initially believed there were 700 cats and dogs at this property near Lake Hughes. Well, now they believe the number is closer to 300. And new at 3, we have breaking new information about the conditions there and what might happen to all of the animals there. NBC4's Alex Rosier spoke with the woman at the center of the situation.
LA County's Director of Animal Control said this is a hoarding situation. She says the conditions on the property are terrible. She says her staff was forced to wear respirators and hazmat suits as they removed hundreds of animals from a property down this road.
We were originally told 400 dogs and 300 cats. We're happy to see there are not quite as many. We're looking at closer to 300 animals total. They were inside the home, inside a metal building on the property, and also outside in the yard.
We've been out here all day as animals were taken away. Animal Control says they were living in filthy, unsanitary conditions on this property in the Lake Hughes area. Animal Control says there's now a veterinarian and veterinarian technicians on site. She says if they require emergency care, they're transporting the animal immediately. Neighbors here say they've complained about this property for years, but moments ago I spoke exclusively on the phone with the woman who lives there as she watched her animals get hauled away. She tells a much different story. Can you just tell me why you have so many animals on the property?
I'm a rescue. I've always taken care of animals.
You say you've been caring for these animals?
Yes, and I need to get pictures of each animal as they pull them out. They're saying that my dogs are emaciated and not in good condition, and they're not. They're healthy, and I'm taking pictures to prove otherwise.
No one was arrested today. Animal Control says it'll be up to the district attorney if anyone is ever charged. Now, all the animals are going to a variety of shelters across the region. Some are even being flown up to the Pacific Northwest. We'll have more of our exclusive conversation with the property owner coming up on the NBC4 News at 4. I'm Alex Rosier, NBC4 News.
And we have more breaking news for you, this time on the island of Oahu. More than 4,000 people have been ordered to evacuate on the North Shore due to severe flooding. And now there's concern a dam could fail. Officials say there were no immediate reports of deaths or injuries at this time. Heavy rain is expected to continue through Sunday. And we want to give you a live look there from Wahiawa, which is in central Oahu. Hawaii's governor has closed all state offices on Oahu and sent home all government workers who do not work on disaster response. We are monitoring the situation there, and we will, of course, have more updates for you as we get them. But you can see those conditions there, very gray. Closer to home, spring is officially here, but with this heat wave, it already feels like the dog days of summer, doesn't it? Meteorologist Stephanie Omo is tracking your first alert forecast. Hey, Steph.
And that's right, Annabelle. Right now, we are looking at very extreme temperatures in the upper 90s to low 100s in some spots like Ontario at 98, 101 in Riverside, 100 degrees in San Bernardino, 97 in Van Nuys, 91 in Thousand Oaks. But areas along the coast, a little bit cooler. Why is that? We have a little bit of that marine influence, so we're seeing quite the big contrast as you see 76 in Oxnard, 77 in LAX, but you move a little bit further inland, we're talking about temperatures in the 90s. So it's all because of that onshore flow. Now, we've been talking about quite the records we've been setting, especially this week. Daily records, monthly records. So far, we have seen 45 days with temperatures at or above 90 degrees in total since 1878. By the way, this is since for downtown LA. We have seen 7 days of temperatures at or above 90 degrees in downtown Los Angeles this month. And also we have now set a record of 5 consecutive days of temperatures at or above 90 degrees for downtown LA, beating the old record of 4 days set back in 2015. So as we go ahead and we talk about what's ahead for this weekend, cooler temperatures on the way, but we're not talking about a significant cool down. We'll let you know those numbers coming up here shortly. For now, back to you, Annabelle.
Wow, 5 days, breaking records
Yes.
there. Thank you so much, Steph. Well, the fallout over the allegations against Cesar Chavez are growing. Cesar Chavez Middle School in San Bernardino has covered their mural. The district says signs with the school's name will be removed, but a formal name change would need to be approved by the school board. But when it comes to the movement Cesar Chavez led, many are wondering what the future of it looks like after these allegations. NBC4's Amber Frias spoke with farm workers today about how they're all processing this new information.
Farm workers say the news is hard to ignore, especially because it involves someone who helped shape their industry and their lives. In Oxnard strawberry fields, the work hasn't stopped. But something new is hanging over the rows. Farm workers say sexual abuse allegations involving Cesar Chavez are now part of daily discussion.
Difícil creerlo porque era una persona que como campesinos admiramos.
Margarita, who has not to show her face, says it's hard to believe someone they all look up to is accused of raping 3 women, including Dolores Huerta. Chavez is widely credited with helping organize farm workers and improve working conditions in the fields. For many, the accusations are especially difficult to process.
Se me hace un poco triste y decepcionante, ¿ve?
Jose Jimenez says it's disappointing and also personal.
Yo conozco la familia de él, a sus hijos, a sus hijas, a sus yernos.
Jimenez says he worked alongside Chavez in the 70s and had met his entire family. And not everyone is ready to draw conclusions. I don't know if it's true, says Rosalina. That uncertainty is also raising questions about the future of the union.
Lo que va a impactar es posiblemente en el sindicato.
Jimenez says the allegations could have an impact, but adds the movement itself is stronger than one person, and others agree.
Con él o sin él, la lucha sigue.
The movement continues with or without him, says Margarita. Amber Frias, NBC4 News.
Flowers now grace a Hollywood star of Chuck Norris. The martial arts grandmaster and action star died at the age of 86.
Didn't work, huh? Now it will.
Norris died Thursday morning following a recent hospitalization in Hawaii. That's according to an Instagram post today from his family, who says his death was sudden. Jen Maxfield from our sister station WNBC in New York reports Norris just celebrated his 86th birthday.
Just 10 days ago, Chuck Norris was posting this video on his Instagram page on his 86th birthday, telling his millions of followers, "I don't age, I level up." Norris was best known for his role as Cordell Walker in Walker, Texas Ranger. The hit series ran in the 1990s for 9 seasons, and Norris said he felt the crime-fighting title character was a force for justice that viewers connected with. Norris first found fame in the 1970s, starring with Bruce Lee in The Way of the Dragon. The 80s brought more starring movie roles, including Lone Wolf McQuade, Missing in Action, and The Delta Force. Raised in Oklahoma and California, Norris said he was not athletic until after high school when he joined the Air Force and served in Korea. He was a world champion martial artist and 10th degree black belt with expertise in several disciplines, and even the creator of his own style of karate, Chun Kook Do. Norris's younger fans were introduced to him through internet memes, capitalizing on his legendary toughness that he came to embrace and even named his own book after, so-called Chuck Norris facts, like Chuck Norris once had a staring contest with the sun lost. Norris's family announcing his sudden passing in Hawaii with a statement. To the world, he was a martial artist, actor, and a symbol of strength. To us, he was a devoted husband, a loving father and grandfather, an incredible brother, and the heart of our family. The family did not disclose the cause of death, but said Norris passed surrounded by his family and at peace.
Chuck Norris, missing in action.
Jen Maxfield, News 4 New York.